Okay, I once again can't believe I'm about to say what I'm about to say, and I can't believe I'm making this video, but I got bit by one of my jumping spiders. Well, hello beautiful human, welcome to South This Day Magic! So, today is going to be a little bit of a story time because, as I already mentioned, one of my sweet jumping spiders decided to bite me a couple of days ago. Spoiler alert, don't worry, I'm fine, the spider is fine, we still very much love each other, okay, it's fine, everything's fine. And actually, a quick disclaimer before we begin, this video is not supposed to be like fear-mongering or anything like that, because this is actually not a very common occurrence. Someone tell that to my spiders, please. But yeah, no, anyway, this normally don't happen, okay, so you don't have to freak out. I just want to tell you about this experience. I want to tell you basically what happened, why it possibly happened, and also what to do in a situation like that. Because, for example, I just had to improvise as usual. I was totally blindsided by that. Anyways, one more thing. If you've been watching my videos for a while and you might be like a little bit more familiar with my spiders, I would like you to pause this video and let me know down in the comment section what spider do you think had an amazing idea to try and bite me. I only have 4 jumping spiders at the moment. It's not really that many. So there is Onyx, there is Frank, there is Gerard, and there is Dream. So please let me know down below which one of these do you think was courageous enough to do this crazy thing. Actually, a little hint, it's not the spider I expected it to be, like, at all. Anyway. So, I'm going to tell you which spider it was, obviously, in a minute. First, let me tell you, like, what happened, okay? So, I was basically just hanging out with one of my spiders, as you do. I literally did the normal procedure, as I normally do when I intend to handle my jumping spiders. If you do not know which procedure that is, I'm going to leave the video where I talk about how to handle a jumping spider safely. I'm sorry, it's just that, yeah, you can do that, they can still bite you. But anyway, they're spiders, okay? They do what they do anyway. So, I basically opened the enclosure as I normally do. I allowed this spider to walk out from the enclosure on their own, just like I normally do. Again, like, I did nothing different, you know? So basically the spider got out of the enclosure. I put the hand next to the spider. The spider, after a little moment, decided to walk on my hand and basically take a nap on my hand. And the spider was really chill on my hand, okay? He was not doing any abrupt movements, not erratic at all, no signs of stress at all. He was literally chilling, okay? And as he was chilling, I was just looking at him. By the way, I'm saying him, but it apparently seems that all of my spiders are male, possibly. Yes. I still don't know about Gerard. I thought he was a female, but then someone on the internet said that it's probably a male. So anyway, the thing is, the spider was really like chilling on my hand, like over here, actually right under my spider ring, and I took a few pictures, few videos of him. I'm so sorry I didn't get this on video. I was not filming him at that moment, and basically I was looking at him, and all of a sudden, as we are looking at each other, okay, literally looking at each other's eyes, he just put his body like a little bit closer to my skin, like he went a little bit more down, and I thought he was gonna take a nap, because my other spider tends to do that sometimes, okay? But what he did instead is that I just could literally see how he took his fangs out and he just pierced my skin, like just like that. Literally just like that. No drama, I'm sorry, no drama, no vicious attack, nothing. It was literally him chilling and suddenly going, oh, I'm just gonna bite you, like, yeah, what a good idea. So this is basically what happened, and now you can imagine my surprise. Like, I was shocked, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked because it did hurt, yeah. If you want to know, when a jumping spider bites you, it does hurt, yeah. Funny little side note, I said a couple of times on my videos that I don't really know how the jumping spider bite feels. Well, now I know. Thank you, little dude. I will tell you who it was in a minute. So anyway, I was really shocked because it did feel like a little sting, you know, like you can feel when something pierces your skin, okay? So it was kind of like that, and I must admit I really panicked. in the first moment because I did not expect this, okay? If I tell you I did not expect this, it's not because I think that the spider would never bite you, because they are still instinctive animals, okay? They normally do what their instinct tells them to do. Even though jumping spiders, as I said, they don't tend to bite you. They normally bite when they are either like in distress or scared or under stress, right? That's the thing. And they normally give you signs before that. Like, biting is not their first response, okay? And I will just say it again. This spider did not show any signs of stress. He did not threat pose. He did not try to escape. He was not jumping erratically. None of that, okay? So it was really a surprise to me. And basically what I did, like, I don't even know, like, instinctively, I suppose, I just blew a little bit of air at him. Not strongly, okay? Don't worry, my spider is completely okay. He's fine. He's fine. Nothing happened. He did not fall from my hand, by the way. I just really gently blew a little bit of air at him and he basically let go. And yeah, he did look a little bit confused because, like, obviously air, you know. And then what I did is that I just basically put him like on top of the enclosure. He walked on there on his own, completely calmly, not running, not jumping. Still, he was just so chill about this whole situation, like, oh my god. And then I basically just put him back into the enclosure and I just let him chill for the rest of the day, okay? So this is what happened. Now, I hope you made your guess in the comment section. If you didn't, I will still give you the last chance to try and guess which spider did that. Okay, so the spider who decided to do this wonderful shenanigan was no other than Frank. Yeah, my baby Frank, my spoiled boy, my beautiful favorite jumping spider sling, my most precious baby, the spider who loves to hang out with me the most. By the way, if you haven't watched the rehousing video that I did of him a week ago or so, I'm going to leave the link to that video down below just so you can have an idea how Frank normally is with me. Like, he's super chill but also very curious and very active and very, like, friendly and stuff, you know. So you can imagine that when that happened, I literally, like, I'm still kind of processing. Also, by the way, I had like a little bit of a mark on my skin. I'm going to leave like the picture of it somewhere here, because right now, if you can see, you probably cannot even see it anymore. It was around here, or can you? Yeah, it's kind of like disappearing. It was like a little red dot for like 2 days or so, but that's it. So obviously afterwards I started like investigating a little bit, trying to figure out why and when do jumping spiders tend to bite, because normally when you start investigating that type of thing, the very first thing that you will bump into is jumping spiders don't normally bite. Yeah, okay, very helpful. But let's talk about a couple of scenarios when jumping spiders do tend to bite. So I already kind of touched on that a couple of moments ago when I was talking about like the stressful situations, right? So let's break down what a stressful situation for a spider can be, because again, this did not really ring a bell as a stressful situation in my book, but maybe it was for Frank. Anyway, so let's say if you, for example, obviously if you are forcing your spider to do something, like you want to force the spider on your hand, I always advise against it on this channel. If you're new here, you will probably get annoyed with this eventually, because I always say that please do not force your spiders to do anything. I really try to push the idea of respecting the spiders, even though we keep them as pets and we kind of treat them as they are our little like arachnid cats or whatever. They do have this instinctive nature. Okay, so forcing the spider obviously can be stressful for a spider and they might technically bite you. Now, this really wasn't this case because, as I said, Frank walked on my hand on his own. I did not guide him with anything. I literally just put my hand next to him and he decided to walk over it as he normally does and as all of my other spiders normally do. Another thing that can be stressful for a spider and might technically provoke a bite is, for example, sudden abrupt movements. Jumping spiders are very sensitive to, like, you know, movements and their like surroundings, and if something feels like a threat, remember that they're really tiny, okay? A lot of things can be like very scary for them. So if you like have a spider on your hand and you move abruptly, quickly or something like that, or you move your other hand like close to your spider or something, the spider can technically freak out. Again, this wasn't the case here. Frank was literally chilling over here and I was not moving. Like, I I was not doing anything, I was literally just looking at him, okay? But that can technically stress the spider out. Another thing that I was able to find out is that jumping spiders can sometimes bite you when they mistake you for food. Which, like, I'm sorry, I was actually talking to someone the other day, and like, you know how I said literally in the rehousing video that Frank is my special boy because he does not really understand that food is food, and I normally tongue feed him still because he's just weird, okay? I don't know if he was maybe still hungry, because also, side note, he ate before I handled him. No way he was like hungry, you know? But anyway, I don't know if he just wanted to try if my finger is food. I don't know, but there is that. I think also that you should not handle jumping spiders like when they are hungry. Like if you haven't fed them in a while, it's not the best idea maybe to like interact with them, okay? Feed them first. Another thing, which is kind of interesting, but I don't really think this is the case here, jumping spiders tend to kind of like explore their surroundings, not only with pedipalps, you know, like doing the little touches on the surfaces, but also with their chelicerae. However, upon further research, I found that it doesn't normally like hurt, you know. It can be like a little bit weird when they're like walking on their skin and kind of like exploring with pedipalps and chelicerae. But yeah, it's not supposed to hurt, okay? The bite does hurt. When they are exploring, they're kind of like touching your skin with the chelicerae, with fangs, but when they bite you, they actually pierce the skin, and then therefore you actually feel the pain, okay? So yeah, I did actually feel the pain, so he actually did bite me. So I don't really think that was like exploring part. So I don't really know, and I don't think I will know, like if you have some theories, if you keep jumping spiders and this happened to you at some point, and you think you know why this happened, please, by all means, just leave me a comment, because I would love to know your theories, because I'm like out of theories at this point, okay? Now, it's fair to say that jumping spiders are really sensitive to their environment. As I said, like they can actually catch like micro movements, micro changes in the environment, stuff like that. So maybe something triggered him that I did not realize or notice as a human, but he did as a spider. I don't know, maybe, possibly, probably, I don't know. Okay, and not to make this too terribly long, but I just really quickly want to end this video with like giving you a couple of ideas on what to do when this happens to you. And this is very important, okay? Obviously, the jumping spider that you keep as your pet is your pet, and it's your responsibility to keep it safe, okay? So when these things happen, it is very, very important to realize that you need to know how to act, because you are the actual danger to the spider, okay? Because I don't think I mentioned it in this video. Actually, I'm sorry, I haven't filmed in a while. But jumping spiders' venom is not medically significant for a human unless you have some condition or something like that. Again, I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not a doctor, so I do not like take responsibility for your bites or whatnot. But normally, it's not considered to be a medically significant venom, okay? One thing I would say here before I proceed with the actual thought I wanted to finish, oh my god, I'm so chaotic today, is that if a jumping spider bites you, just wash your hands. You can disinfect it a little bit if you want to, just like when anything else bites you, or if you like hurt yourself in some way. Just take care of it and you should be fine. But the more important thing in this situation is that you can actually present a little bit more of a real danger to your spider if you react abruptly. Like for example, if you, I don't know, move your hand quickly, or if you like throw your spider somewhere, it can harm your spider and you do not want that, okay? I hope if you're watching this video, I really hope you do not want that for your spider. So what you want to do when this situation arises is to stay calm. And I know, easier said than done, trust me, I know, but you really want to stay calm, okay? You can do what I did, probably just blow a little bit of air at the spider, they should let go, but the spiders normally don't bite and like keep biting, you know, they don't do that. Like they normally like pinch you and then they normally try to like run away or something when they are in a stress situation. But to be fully honest, I don't even think there is anything that can like really prepare you for that. Okay, with all that being said, I think that would be it for this video. I do know that this wasn't the most educational video. I really did not want to make it so. In this case, I really wanted this to be like just a story time and like genuinely telling you that this can happen. I still love Frank with my heart. He's still my spoiled boy. He's still my favorite spider. We are good. Okay, we are good. I have not handled him after that yet, but I will soon. I promise I will soon, and I will tell you how that went. I might be a little bit nervous, not gonna lie, because he's just wild. Okay, he once got lost in my hair. I'm going to leave the link to that video down below as well. Now he bit me. I don't know, I guess he just loves challenging me and my responses to like spider occurrences or something. I don't know, I love him anyway. With that being said, if you went through a similar situation, let me know how you handled it down below. Or if you think you know why Frank bit me, let me know as well, and let's have a conversation. I love having conversations with you in the comments. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you're not already, it would make me really happy. Also remember to follow me on Instagram where I post daily jumping spider content. It's saltistday.magic with K in the end. I hope to interact with you there as well. Stay punk, stay kind, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. Bye, jumping spiders!